Marvel Tokon just released today, and I thought to myself, how about we do something fun? Because this game is a 4v4 fighting game with a 20 plus character roster, there's a lot of pressure behind picking a main, and since this was written way before the game even came out, and way before anyone has even touched any of these characters, let's go ahead and try to guess what your main says about you. Damn, that sounded corny. Cat mains are your average white guy, constantly moving and not having any real time to think about how they feel about things that happen to them. 90% of you guys just got done with a nice, cool American beer and are about to hit the nearby basketball court just to miss every single shot like you're a modern-day stormtrooper. You do not know a single thing about the FGC or fighting games, you always hit plateaus and are unable to overcome them, but it doesn't faze you in the slightest. You treat Tokon like what it is, a game. You keep a cool head and you move on to your next daily activity. You guys are very defensive towards the MCU. Hell, you're defensive about everything in your life. You're probably a father who works the average 9 to 5 experience and only gets to play the game when your family wants to have some quality time with each other. If they even want to at all. You're very biased towards the characters you pick and probably run a team of the entire Avengers and Ghost Rider, even though it's not the one you grew up with. You're also probably upset the Fantastic Four aren't characters yet. Whenever you are in any fun situation at all, you somehow, some way, end up killing the mood no matter how hard you try not to. Hulk players are very emotional people. They are quite timid and think down on themselves, yet are incredibly loyal. Through hell or high heaven, through every buff and nerf, you will remain a Hulk player. Hulk players can easily connect to their character. After all, they see a bit of themselves in the big guy. Hulk to them is seen not necessarily as an idol, but more like a big brother in a way. A character to help them push through their toughest times. Whenever they see Hulk emerge out of Banner, they don't see an embodiment of anger. They see a man who stands tall on both feet and screams out to the world, "I exist too, god damn it!" Hulk is a character that makes his players get back on their feet and remember why they pick a bottom tier. He reminds them why they're grinding day after day after day, and he reminds the world that they exist too, damn it! Oh, they are also very passionate about food. Probably have a hobby in cooking. Black Panther players are very motivated. Yeah, they want wins, but above all else, they want to earn their wins. They genuinely aren't that lazy, and are relatively active both in the community and in their own lives. When real life comes around, they tend to take care of that stuff really quickly, as they somehow spend most of their time grinding ranked. If you were to match against these players, they will 100% kick your ass, and then personally go out of their way to DM you all of the mistakes you made during your match, and then give you a step-by-step guide on how to improve yourself at the same time. They'll kick your ass, and then help you get better, so they can get better. A lot of you guys are horny, but most of you are elder FGC heads from back in the old MVC2 days. You don't technically vibe with her new gameplay, but you still play her anyway. You keep thinking to yourself about how old you are and why you still do the things you do. You think about where your life has gone and what you've accomplished during it. You start thinking about if this is all you'll ever be, and if the you from the past has forever trapped yourself in an endless cycle that you will never escape from at all. Did I mention you're also horny? Yeah, you're probably horny. Not many people have heard of Magic until Marvel Rivals released last year, which placed her in some much needed spotlight. And Magic mains are definitely a special breed of players. These people are crazed goblins living legitimate double lives. Similar to the Hulk players, Magic mains are rather quiet and timid people. They're not really sure how to act around others. However, unlike Hulk players, they mainly lack confidence. Until they play Magic. Magic to them is one hell of a confidence boost. And playing her is like an addiction to the point of actual idolization. When playing Magic, these players are genuinely some of the most fun and chaotic people out there. They feel unstoppable as they inherit every single bit of Magic's charisma and badassness. Most of them don't necessarily do anything too crazy with her, but damn, they're putting on a show while they're doing it. Cute anime woman. Oh, and you guys are probably assholes. I don't know what to say about you guys. You genuinely don't exist. Wilbur players saw the entire 20 plus character roster and said, yeah, I'm gonna play Wolverine. I mean, hey, we respect the hustle and determination, but no one else spoke to you? Like, I get you want to play the game and all and want to hang out with your buddies, but Wolverine. Spider-Man players saw the entire 20+ character roster and said, yeah, I'm gonna play Spider-Man. You, my dear boring fellow, are either 8 to 12 years old, or are going on 40 and haven't gotten any more interesting as a person as you've gotten older. You still probably have the same habits, you still have the same daily routine, and you eat the same goddamn breakfast every morning. I swear, out of all these characters, you choose the Marvel character, like the one every other lame-ass picks. People hate you guys for genuinely no reason. Like, I'm sure you commit a war crime or two, but that's just having a little bit of fun. You're goofy, you're generous, and sometimes a little creature. Whenever you're around others, you're a pretty enjoyable person. Till they get on the game against you. It's not even your fault. Most of the time, people just refuse to learn the matchup. There aren't much of you, but you're having fun, even if it's at the cost of accidentally causing other people suffering. You are the loser of your friend group. You're the guy everyone sees join the VC and they all go, ugh, great, I have to deal with this guy again. It's like in that one movie Home, where that one alien is isolated from the rest of his species because no one liked him. But unlike that movie, you caused all of this. You play Star-Lord. You have an ego from hell, you're not fun to fight against, and you always point out that there is a Dante reference in his special moves. We get it, you're not funny. Every once in a while, you'll gain a moment of clarity, where you realize your faults as a person and meet your friends with new eyes, and change enters your life, and the very next day you end up back exactly how you were less than 24 hours ago. Remember guys, I'm not telling you not play Star-Lord, I'm just saying don't be a Star-Lord player. Wrapping up the game's most hated characters list, we have Penny players. You guys are similar to the Miss Marvel mains, but unlike the innocent people that they are, you guys must have done something like, geez, the game's not even out yet at the time of writing this, and the whole community is after your throats. I don't know what happened in the background, but you guys clearly have done something. It's like Dexter. I can't prove it, but I know you're involved in all of this. What happened? Because most of you Penny players, this is your first fighting game. Your mind is filled with wonder and joy towards discovering new stuff. You're hyper and talk way too fast, if I had to guess. You look at the hate surrounding your character and do a little giggle like you're an evil scientist. You did something, I just don't know what. Doom players are the leaders of the friend group, and if that's not the case you're trying to be. You try to keep everything on track as much as you can. Friends don't know where to eat after dinner, it's now your job to figure it out. Bro and gals haven't seen each other for 5 months and don't know when or where to meet up. Congratulations, you're cleaning up that issue. You're someone who just wants to get stuff done and over with as efficiently and quickly as possible. No matter how boring or basic your character is, like, dear God, man, they could have made Doom so cool and yet here we are. You won't stop moving. And I don't mean in the way that cat players do. I mean you will literally not stop thinking and giving yourself stuff to do. Magneto players will take any form of downtime they have and make sure they no longer have downtime anymore. Mag players also refuse to do the same thing for too long. They will literally be running a serious set, get bored, and then start labbing in real time with you as the damn dummy. They're also probably the friend group's personal therapist or outright avoid being it. It's one or the other, it's never really both. Green Goblin mains are scheming hermits who genuinely do not want to be found. I don't mean that as in they don't want to show themselves off to a crowd, no, that's not what I mean. They don't want to be found out at all. They don't want you picking in their brains, and if they do, they're gonna make a game out of it. They will say the most outlandish and insane things just to make your brain explode, like, hey, you know the moon's not real, right? They might actually believe and think some of it, but you can't tell if they're joking or not because everything they say sounds like it came from a book they picked up and decided to read backwards. You are literally Hades himself incarnate. You do not care about winning at all. You just want to be the reason someone cried today. You only care about if you yourself are having fun, and that's it. And the weird part about you somehow keep getting better at the game. I don't know how, but you keep growing in skill as a side effect. You are so determined to consistently cause pain and suffering onto others, you start injecting Darwinism into your brain and begin evolving and adapting way too quickly. You will stop at nothing to give yourself that satisfaction. You, above all else, want to entertain others. Ghost Rider players are actors in the most natural way possible. They can be funny, bashful, quirky, edgy, whatever you want. Their Spotify is always open, and every single session you play with them, it's like they have a quota to break out into song at least once. They consistently find themselves in ranked with no warm-up and think to themselves, what stupid shit can I do today? Ghost Rider players are genuinely a blast to play with. People that play Blade are naturally diehard fans of him. It has been years since this man has gotten anything good. All the promises and pain and time these people went through has given them opportunities to grow, and yet they are by far the player base that struggles the most. You hit plateaus constantly. While you do actually end up overcoming said plateaus, it takes an unusual amount of time for Blade mains to do so. They'll start off perfectly fine, hit a plateau, take 2 weeks to push past it just to hit another plateau, and then rinse, repeat, it goes on and on. Their growth is slow, yet they are determined to overcome all obstacles, even if it takes all of time. But that's the thing, they're Blade mains. They've got all the time in the world. You guys used to be Marvel Rivals players, but swapped over due to reasons. You guys don't play fighting games, and somehow you are doing insanely well. You grow fast, you learn fast, and yet no one knows who you are. No one actually gets to fight Loki mains because nobody plays Loki. Loki players are actual ghosts in the community. It's not that you guys don't want to be found. I mean, you're playing Loki evolved characters, of course you want to be found. There just aren't enough Loki mains out there to actually have a chance at playing against one. It's all magic mains, I swear. From what we do know is that you are an incredibly passionate person and you are willing to share once you actually have the spotlight. If only you could actually keep it. You are honestly chill people. It's unexpected, honestly. You're kind to others, you're helpful, you're patient, you're just stand-up citizens. If I'm gonna be honest, there's not really much to say. You're just great people. Deadpool players are the kind of guy or gal you go meet up at a cafe or a bar, talk about life, and just have an enjoyable time. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy. The main Deadpool, for crying out loud, I'd expect them to live the life of a stereotype, but they aren't at all the stereotype. They're just normal people. I guess there is no real way of telling what your Marvel Tokon Main says about you.
Hey, wait a minute! That's the title of the video! I get it! That's so lame! What dork wrote this?
Shut up. Yeah, this was a pretty dumb video. I've got more stuff on my channel if you guys want to see me and my friends being goofy and stupid. Say hi, everyone. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone.